Hi, everybody. This is Tuesday night, December the 8th, and this is our team Zoom call. We are so excited to have one of my favorite mentors, Ron Gels, with us tonight. He's going to share. Ron has just a way, again, before the call started, just of having fun with people, having fun with his business, and just he just connects with people wherever he is. It's really fun. He makes friends wherever he goes. And so I wanted him to share tonight. During the holiday season, we'll be seeing a lot of people. And how do we create relationships? How do we make it easy? How do we make it fun? And just learn more about people and see if there's a way that we can connect them with what we do and have them join us. So I'm just going to turn it over to Ron Gels. Most of you know him, but anyway, Ron, take it away.
Thank you very much. Well, I'll tell you, I'm excited to be here and spend a few minutes with you all. I think this is a great time of the year. I mean, every day is great, but I mean, this time of year where just think of everybody's bringing all these people to you, and they're not even charging you anything, and you don't have to charge them, because whether it be company parties, whether it be community events, I know in town this week we had the Jazz Festival, so Chris and I were just down there, a lot of people, but the key is we never go with an agenda. The only thing we really go with is to just say hi to people and, start conversations, whatever they might be, and see where they lead. And I think the great time of the year here, I got to put my glasses on so I can see all you beautiful people. Oh, my gosh, there you are. The fact is that this time of year is so great because one of the greatest conversation pieces that you have as we're getting together. And the people that have Thanksgiving, they're already, gained like 3-4 pounds already. They have all these parties coming up, so they're going to gain another 4 or 5. But a great way to, just start a conversation after you talk to them a little bit is hey, Mary, it's been great talking to you a little. Have you made your New Year's resolutions yet? And what are they going to say? Well, they probably say no, but then again, what we know that 90% of the people have a New Year's resolution. What's the first thing you want to do? Lose weight, right? I want to lose this 10 pound, 20, whatever it is. But yet I would never, ever, ever talk about weight loss with them. I would just say, what are you looking for? What is your resolution? Whatever it might be. And somewhere I can tie in with what I do and how I do it. But really what I'm looking for him to ask me what I do. And that's what your goal is. In other words, I'm asking him all kinds of questions. Oh, what do you do? So, you just mentioned that you're really stressed or you want to lose a little bit. I happen to do, I've helped a lot of people. And I know right now we're having some fun, and that's an important thing. But maybe we can, exchange some contact information and let's talk in the next couple of days. In fact, I think what I can do, if you're interested, I've got a neat wellness evaluation sheet, and I can send it to you if you'd like. And it's for you personal, but yet if you wanted to share it with me, I would love to do that too. But it just gives you a little idea of how you can start the new year with your resolutions and where that might fit with you. Again, I'm not talking about ways, I'm just talking about the whole thing as a generality, okay? Because we do talk to people about we talk about everything. But I think a lot of us are lacking in the business, talking about the business also. And that's why I think the wellness evaluation covers that for you. Has everybody been using the wellness evaluation? Okay. And are you how does it feel? You can unmute yourself. Can they unmute themselves?
Yeah, they unmute themselves. We've got some background noise, but I'm not sure where that's coming from because everyone looks muted.
Okay. Yeah.
Unmute yourself. Yeah, definitely.
Has anybody tell me a little bit about who's had success with it? Okay, I had success. in fact, when we did our presentation, we did the presentation tonight, and we had about 13, 14 people. 7 of them were guests. 6 of them were guests. I'm sorry, and we handed out the evaluations, even to the ones that came as clients that had already been clients that were going to share their story. And it was amazing to see some of the facial expressions as they were filling it out. And right in the beginning, I said, listen, this is just for you personally. And I just want you to look at it. And if you do decide to get on the program and you want to look at it in 6 months and save it to fill it out again. to see where you're going. Because most people, they'll say, what did you do to your resolution? But they don't have a solution for it. Is that correct? And we do have a solution, whether it be they want to get healthy, they want to get rid of stress, they want to get off medications, they're looking to generate some more income. And why is that so important now with extra income? Because their credit cards are being maxed out. And now they're dreading the fact that they've got to start paying those suckers. So again, that's another conversation piece. You know, again, they're going to bring it up, not you. You're just going to lead them a little bit. But don't look for a resolution. Don't look for an outcome unless it falls into your lap. In other words, find out about them, where they are, what they do. Oh, great, your kids are coming in from the holiday. Where do they live? No kidding, they live in Montana. Oh my gosh. You know, I just started a business partner up in Montana. And that's all I'll say. Well, what kind of business? If they ask what kind of business, great, I'll continue. But if they don't, I just found that they have people coming from Montana. Because that's what I'm looking to do. I'm just looking to add to my list of names. Not knowing the outcome, not worrying about the outcome, but at least I have names that I can contact. And I can contact them right before the holidays, hopefully, or after the holidays. Hey, we met at the Blues Festival. We talked a little bit. It was great. I really enjoyed it. Did you have a good time? In other words, I have another touching point. And people don't make a decision until between 5 and 8 touches. But you're not bugging people. If you think you're bugging people, then you got the wrong concept. Because they're looking for something. They already told you that. So it's just a matter of finding out what they want and what they would like to do about it. And you can help them. And just have fun with it. I mean, I can't tell you how much fun I have doing it. Because I don't have any, I don't have any agenda, let's put it that way. And just talk to people. Hi. I mean, that's the way I start any comment. Hi, how you doing? That's the key. Because you know how many people nobody's ever said hi to them that day or something like that? You can make somebody's day. And we've got something that can help them with that whole thing. So have fun with it. Enjoy it. And again, if you're not having fun with this, now, Susan, this is your team, so I don't want to kill them. If you're not having fun with this, quit. Okay? There's plenty of other things out there.
Like people. I think feel like people, right? I think, yeah, I say quit too. I'm fine with that, Ron.
Okay, because again, people are looking for something. They want to be around people that are excited about something. Whatever it is, they don't even know what you're excited about, but you're excited about life. And if you just walk down the street, you see how many people won't look you in the eye. How many people are just looking down? How many got a grimace on their face? Because they really don't have anything to look forward to. And here you got a great community, especially you guys in Atlanta. You got such a great community. That's what people are looking for. Something to be a part of. And whatever that is for them, that's part of it. And that's what people are, especially this time of year. They're really, really out there looking. They're getting stressed out because they have to get one more present. They don't know what credit card to use. They don't want to put another chocolate-covered cherry in their mouth because they know what's happening there. So a great opportunity to talk to people, meet with people.
What do you do? So when you do say strike up a conversation, say you're on a plane. This happened to me a lot. How? Is it? Do y'all hear it too?
You're back. Yeah, you're echoing.
Yeah, I don't know if it's.
It's better now.
Well, how soon how do you follow up with them? So say y'all connected, they may want to make use of something.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
When do I follow up with somebody?
Yep.
Okay. I like to follow up within 24 to 48 hours if I can. Now, if I know they're traveling and they won't be home for for a week, I will mention to that, I know you're going to be on vacation. You're going to be home, next Tuesday? Listen, what if I touch base Wednesday or Thursday? Would that be okay? In other words, I always want to get contact information, but I always want to set up when we can talk and when it's convenient for them. So that's what I try and do in every conversation. If it's going to go any further. If it's not, I'm not doing anything. But I always within 24 to 48 hours. It's the same if I send something to someone. whether it be the wellness evaluation, whether it be the 13-minute video, I always follow up within 24 to 48 hours. Did you get it? That's all I want. No, I didn't. Great. Okay. But you did get it, right? Okay. Fantastic. Why don't I even give you a couple of days and let's touch base, okay? Now, has everybody watched that in Module 5, the one from Becca Tinta? This is yes. Everybody, if they did, just nod your head. Have you listened to it at least twice? It's great. It's fantastic. I mean, I think it's 13 minutes long. It's everything. It's simple, but it explains, but it leads to you. That if they want more, they come back to you. Okay? That's why you want to make sure you do the follow-up. Because it's a great, great tool. We've been using it a lot for people at my desk. Well, what do you do, Ron? I said, listen, we're really busy. Why don't I do this? Would you like me to send you a 13-minute video, which is pretty concise on what we do? And if they say yes, great, I'll send it. If they don't make any comment, I won't send it. But I want to make sure I'm asking them permission to send it if they would like that. I think it's wonderful. I've been fighting for a year to get that in there. So it's a great tool for you, and you don't have to talk anything. In fact, if you're doing a presentation and you haven't done it, and you feel nervous, put it on your computer and sit with the person across the, sit at a table or anywhere with that. And it does all of it for you. And then if they're not interested, you blame Becca. Can't be your fault. You're just the messenger.
I know. Well, tell us how you use the easy well-being evaluation in a presentation. How do you use it with people?
How do I do what?
Use the well-being evaluation with people.
Well, what we did
individually.
You mean if I gave it to them and I'm doing a follow-up with them? Is that what you're talking about? Or when I did the presentation tonight?
No, like an individual.
An individual. I will send it to them. I've never handed one to somebody except tonight when we had the presentation. But most of my contacts are, out of the area. So I will ask them if you would like this evaluation. It's just for yourself. But if you would like to share it with me, I would love to do that. And then again, I just do a follow-up. Did you get the evaluation? Did you get a chance to look at it? What did you fit? What do you think of where you are? Was it enlightening to you? Is there areas that you wanted to work on? Is there any area I can help you with? Because it's the whole expanse. It's the healthy body, healthy finance. You can have somebody that's skinny as a rail and healthy as a son of a gun, but they're stressed. Or they're looking for something else because they want to get rid of their stress. They're willing to look at something else. There's nothing out there, period, like we have. Nothing. Period, end of story. I don't care what it is. And yet, when you look at the opportunity, well, you don't have to look. There's 200 million people that are overweight or obese. But there's 300 million people that you can touch base with. And that's what I guess the greatest challenge we all have is follow up and follow through. Follow up and follow through. And touch. It's the same. I hope you all use the Healthy newsletter because you get the warm report. And when we get somebody that clicks on something, either Chris or myself, I will call. Chris will send an email, but I will call and say, John, I saw you looked at this section. If there's anything else in this area that I can find, would you like me to send it to you? Okay? And the reason I do that, it's another touch base. He knows that I know that he looked at it. And if I can find anything else for him, I will send it to him. So what am I doing? People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And we have people that are on that, they've been on it since its inception, and they're still not clients. But we still touch base with them because you never know when something's going to change in their lives. They lose a job. They got, whatever it could be. They got transferred. They didn't want to get transferred. Whatever it is. So that's why you just keep touching base, touching base. Again, no outcome. You're not looking for an outcome. You're just touching base. Does that make sense? You're muted.
I know.
Oh.
I love that. Does anyone have any questions for Ron? Anything that you want to know about around touching people through the holidays, or starting conversations, or following up, or coaching people?
You've got such a great team. They don't have any.
Oh, they do.
Oh,
So I have a question. Hi, Ron.
hi, Liz.
Hi there.
How are you?
So I'm well. I tend to, I'd like your advice, your thoughts on, I often get the sort of like, what are you selling me when I start a conversation with somebody? I sort of get this, like, because as you say, people have their heads down, they're not, and if you actually engage with people and talk with them, I find that there is oftentimes sort of suspicion, like, what's your angle? Look behind their eyes. Do you ever encounter that?
Yeah. I think, Liz, a big thing is our own concepts that we have of that. That, because, again, a lot of people are that way. But again, I always start by just talking about them. I never talk about anything about myself. Unless, somebody came from Pennsylvania. Oh, what part of Pennsylvania? I was from such and such. But I'm constantly asking them to build that relationship, even if it's only about 3 or 4 minutes. So I would never say what I do until they ask me what I do. And if they don't ask me what I do, great, fantastic, have a wonderful day. Is that answered, or is that not answered? In other words, I'm not selling, I have an offering, but I'm trying to find out what they want. And if it could fit, if we have something that could fit with them.
Right.
And I can find it in a couple of minutes.
So what do you have then? So getting contact information from somebody,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm thinking of. It's like, okay, well, so most people, I don't find, I find it more difficult to get people to give me their email or their contact or info. So can you walk through that? Because and no doubt I have my own concepts in play, right? So I'm trying to kind of work through those here, but just getting that exchange where you actually are exchanging contact information. And are you exchanging it, or are you just getting theirs?
No, I exchange. In other words, I offer mine first and ask, I ask for theirs also. But I'm also asking, if I have something go ahead.
Would y'all do maybe a role play, you and Liz? Would you mind doing that for us? Can you?
Yeah, sure. I could be anywhere. I could be, where am I going to meet you, Liz? Where are you?
I am at the grocery store.
You're at the grocery store, and we're walking down the aisle, right?
Yeah.
And you're stopped at somewhere. I don't care where it is. You're at the pasta level, okay? I'll say, my goodness, my wife sent me here, and I'm supposed to get I have no idea what I'm supposed to get. What do you like?
Well, I don't eat pasta anymore because I'm allergic to it. So, but my husband likes the gluten-free pasta.
Oh, okay, gluten-free. So he has to have gluten-free.
Yep.
Oh, great. And why don't you have it anymore?
Because it makes me, I'm allergic to it. I'm allergic to the wheat.
Okay, great. So that's interesting. So your husband's gluten-free, and does he have any type of spaghetti sauce with it, or does he have clams and butter or whatever?
Mostly marinara sauce.
Marinara sauce. Listen, I've never seen you in the store before. Do you live in this area, or are you visiting?
Yeah, I live just around the block.
You're kidding. No kidding. I shop here all the time. I've never seen you. Maybe it's just the wrong timing. So you live in town. You work in town?
I do.
Wait, no kidding. What do you do?
Well, I'm a health coach.
You're a health coach. Goodness God. Tell me, what is a health coach? Tell me what that is.
I help people try to lose weight and really gain control of their health.
Uh-huh. Okay. So how do they get control of their health?
Well, I work with them to create strategies for losing weight and balancing their blood sugars. And
so right now, if you were saying this, I'm you now, okay?
Yeah.
And I help people create health.
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding. How do you do that? Listen, Liz, if you're serious, I would love to spend a few minutes. Right now, my wife is ready to put the pasta in the water. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have any time right now, but I would love to spend a few minutes and just either chat with you or send you an email and give you an idea, of what we do, and maybe it'll explain it to you. Would you like that?
See, if a man's talking to me in the grocery store, I'm not going to give him my contact information.
Okay, that's okay.
Sorry,
Good.
that's just the way I go. So,
Well, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. So I haven't built a relationship with you. Maybe I should have focused on your husband because he's gluten-free. And why is that? Does he have health problems? Again. Okay. And again, if I don't get anything, that's okay. Okay. But that's why I said my wife sent me, right? Because I'm not hitting on you. I'm married.
Right.
Of course, I'm much more mature than you are, so I wouldn't be hitting on you. But that's what I'm just starting to start a conversation. That's all.
And I like what you said was instead of explaining what we do to somebody, what I've gotten caught doing, they'll ask me what I do, I'll start explaining it, and their eyes glaze over.
That's right. They go like that.
Like
right?
You didn't go there. You said, "Oh, I'd love to tell you more about it. Maybe I'll send you some information or something," right?
But I always ask permission if you would like.
Yeah.
And if she says, "Well, listen, I don't give my information," I said, "Great, no problem. I'll give you my card, and if you want to contact me and you want more information, I'll gladly do it. No problem."
Great. That's super. Kathy, do you have a comment or question?
Yeah, I was going to say, Liz, I would definitely have sort of the same problems when, even with some of my friends, where I'm trying to talk to them and they're like, la, 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 before I know it. And I was just thinking what was great about this role play is I was thinking while you two were talking that even if Liz had really shut you down, Ron, but I think you were so awesome about, like, from the second I signed on is just making me feel welcome. And I think the more that we just practice talking to people, whether we get information or not, makes it more natural for us to be curious about other people and initiate conversations and to be genuine and not afraid. Because I think fear comes across as trying to sell something too.
That's perfect. I agree with you 100%.
Brilliant. Yeah, very good, Kathy.
Yeah.
You came up with it.
And it's just, I used to, years and years and years ago, when I was starting with people that couldn't talk, I would just take them to the mall. And I'll say, we'll just walk down this, we'll just walk through the mall, and I just want you to say hi to somebody. Nothing else, just say hi. And I said, now, you said hi, and somebody said hi back to you. Did they hit you? Did they smack you? Did they, no. Hi, how are you? Because most people don't do that, right? Hi, how you doing? Or I'll be walking down the street whistling. I don't even know I whistle. So I say, oh, that's a great whistle. I said, oh my goodness, thank you very much. I didn't even realize I was doing it. Again, it's just out there. But practice, hi, how you doing? If they say, none of your business, okay, it's like throwing a ball. If I throw a ball to you and you don't throw it back, okay, I'm not going to go home crying. But if you throw it back, I'll throw it back. We'll have a conversation. Not threatening, no nothing, just, and open. And smile. And laugh.
Questions more for Ron? I know he's got to leave us in about 3 or 4 minutes. So does anyone have another question? Scenario? How about someone, real quickly, like a family member?
Somebody that I know?
Yeah, you know them. They're a family member. They're a friend. They talk about maybe something that about around their health or around finances.
No, not my brother. I lost 70 pounds. He was 320. It took him 4 years to do it. And then he lost 100 pounds, but then he gained back 70, and now he's doing it. It's just, family's tough. Not everybody's like the Miller family. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had that. And I know he's struggling.
Yeah, you just gotta love him anyway, right?
All you can do is offer, whether it be a friend, a stranger, whatever. If they want it, great, and if they don't, that's okay too. You know what I'm saying?
I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a friend who I've gotten in contact with. I knew him. I haven't seen him in at least 20 years, more. He and I were chatting on Facebook, and he was telling me that he has gained a whole lot of weight. He spent 4 years just taking care of his grandmother who has Alzheimer's, but she's hit this level in her regression that she's going to end up being put in a facility, and he kind of gets his life back, and he's going to go to nursing school. He also said to me he would love to be able to talk to me about, because he knows I health coach, because I advertise, or I talk about it on Facebook. So he was like, man, I would really love to be able to talk to you. And I said, hey, so I kind of started a conversation with him, and he said, I really, not now, I can't afford it. I can't afford to die. So I'll just have to talk to you later. And I said, well, you know what, let me at least talk to you, because he said, but I'd love to refer you to people I know if that would help you. And I said, oh my gosh, I love referrals, but I'd like to talk to you about it before you do that. One, because I think it might end up costing a whole lot less than you think it does. And two, because, I want to give you, some information before you talk to people about me. And so I'm going to be talking to him on Thursday, and I wanted to know if you have any recommendations for how to talk to him.
One, he can't afford it, right? That's the first
Yeah,
thing.
he said he can't afford to die because he can't be buried anywhere. So, he's very struggling.
Okay, so he's not making any money, but he's eating now. Is that correct?
Everybody eats.
So the key question I would ask him, the first question, Bill, if you had a choice to create health in your life, would you? 1. If he says yes, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how motivated are you? Whatever the number. If it's less than an 8, he doesn't qualify. And tell him right up front, you don't qualify. Then I would take it to the next step and say, well, listen, if you're really interested, why don't I do this? I can send you the wellness evaluation, and that's it, just period. Because he knows he wants to lose weight. I would just send him the health evaluation, not the whole thing. And say, I'm going to send this to you, fill it out, and let's talk. Chris had one she sent to a lady, and the lady called back and said, I didn't know to call either you or 911 because her score was so low. So that's what I would do right there. Touch base with him that way. If the more, then you could send him that 13-minute video, which explains what we do, because if he doesn't have money, maybe you can see as he loses weight, people are going to talk about it. And you can talk about that. Maybe there's something else to this, not only losing weight, but getting your health. But maybe it could help you generate some money, because if you lose weight, people are going to start asking. But it's finding out where he is first. If he's only 3 on a scale of 1 to 10, he's not ready. It isn't money. He's going to die. Does that make sense? I can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry. Would you repeat the last part you said? If he's only a 3, he's going to die?
No, he said he was going to die, right? He said he didn't want to die.
Well, he was saying he's so poor he can't afford to die right now. Like that was
die
like
or diet.
Die, D-I-E. Like he was just making a joke, I think. He was just saying, I'm so broke I can't do anything.
Right, because that's why if you ask him how motivated he is, okay, it's not about the money. It's like women. Women they say, I don't have a dime, but you'll never see a woman without makeup, right? They'll have makeup before they feed themselves. It's just one of those things. It's just, so here, if he's motivated, and he's already got to be eating if he's overweight. He's got to be spending at least $10 a day. Is that correct?
I'll find out on Thursday.
Yeah, that's what see, those are all the things you want to find out. But you want to find out if he's motivated. Because, Bill, it isn't about the money. It's about your health. And what is your health worth? You say you don't want to die. If you keep doing what you're doing, are you going to die?
Well, and I was thinking also, he's talking about going to nursing school.
Where's he getting the
He's
money?
taken care of this woman for 4 years. His mother's a nurse. Like, he's interested in helping people be healthy. And I thought maybe if he's struggling for money and he's got this interest, perhaps, talking to him about the opportunity with the company too.
Right. In fact, you heard the call last night, the new globals. 2 of them got the food and the kid at the same time, huh? Right? Yeah. So absolutely, sure. It's according to where he is and how much he wants. Because if he's going to nursing school, somebody's got to pay for that.
I just wasn't quite sure how to address, like how to talk to him, because I don't want to seem like I'm selling to him. I don't want to be like, hey, look, I'm going to kick you while you're down. I want you to spend more money.
No.
I want it to be, I'm helping you. I want to offer you an opportunity.
Yeah. But that's your concept. You think he doesn't have money.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking, because he's telling you that. He doesn't tell you when he goes and sneaks out a chai latte and a croissant. He doesn't tell you when he goes and grabs a Big Mac or 2 or 3. See, because that doesn't count. It's just his food shopping that he's thinking. That's why you
Right.
really got to find out when he says he's really motivated to do it. Tell me how you would feel right now if you lost 50 pounds in the next 4 or 5 months, the next 6 months. What would your life be like? In other words, constantly looking and digging down until you get to his emotion. And you don't. If he's big, he has to lose 100 pounds. Just ask him, what would it feel like if you had 50 pounds less on you?
Okay.
Okay?
Thank
Ask the questions. Keep asking and asking and asking. Get to the emotion. It's the same when you do your client profile. I spend more time finding out the 3 reasons why they want to get healthy than I do in the rest of the presentation.
Love it. We'll have to have you back on and go
Okay,
through.
yes. I got to run to another Zoom.
Thank
So,
you, Ron.
thank you. Have a great, if I don't see you, have a great Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah right now too. The 3rd candle. This is the 3rd candle. So have a great one, and we look forward to seeing you all real soon. We'll see you all at Go Global. But let's talk, we can do another Zoom if you want, okay? I'd love it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Bye.
Awesome. Very good. That was, so what, anyone else have any questions or comments, or you have something, Lori, to say?
Okay. I wanted to say something to Debbie. My mother has Alzheimer's, and that's where I was taking care of several people and things like that. Can everyone hear me? Is it? It seems like it's something going.
No, that was Ron's phone making that noise. Sometimes
That's where I was very healthy, but you don't really know how you're taking care of someone, and you just allow yourself to go. So even with my mother's Alzheimer's, I realized I had to get healthy in order to be able to take care of her. So even if you come with him in that way of letting him know that he's got to be healthier to be there, to be able to take care of that mother. So you can offer that.
That's great. Well, all right. Well, thank you. I know, Cindy, you did something really fun yesterday, and I wanted you to share real quick with people what you did using a new Zoom technology in order to connect with someone. A lot of, if you listen to leadership calls, a lot of what the people in the Northwest are doing is they're doing Zoom calls a lot with their clients. Rather than phone calls, they're doing Zoom calls, like Skyping. And so Cindy did that yesterday. You want to share with us real quick about what your experience was? And
okay, well, overcoming my fear with technology, I just felt like I had such great success yesterday. I had a potential client that lived at least 45 minutes away and didn't have a chance to get there. So I faced my fear and I did a Zoom call. First started in a phone conversation just to interview her, but then used Zoom to continue the interview with the Trilogy PowerPoint, and I just had picked slides out of there that were appropriate, that if I were sitting across the table from her, that I would want her to see and talk about. And it was so fabulous. It was, the next best thing to sitting with her, and I got to show her every visual that I would afford to her in a face-to-face situation. It was so fabulous, and the PowerPoint was so great. And the only thing that I did add to that was the glucose chart. So I plugged that in because I think that's one of the most powerful tools we could show how our program works. And once I completed that presentation, we went back to the telephone again and placed the order. But I couldn't have been more pleased, feeling like I gave her everything I wanted to give her as if I was sitting at the table with her. So it was a powerful presentation.
Love that, Cindy. I really do. And so, and Cindy, like, everybody can go on zoom.us, zoom.us, and sign up for an account. It's free. You get 30 minutes or 40 minutes and up to 25 people for free. If you want to, if you want more than it cuts you off at 40 minutes, right?
I just lost power to my computer if you cannot hear me.
We can hear you, but
Yeah, the thing is, I didn't even.
oh, she's gone. Well, anyway, it is 30 to 40 minutes. It cuts off. But again, and that's why she started on the phone and she finished on the phone to get the order. And so anyway, I thought that was a really nice thing. I wish we did it more. I don't do it enough, but it really is a great tool. So, all right. Well, you guys, thank you all for coming and showing up tonight and supporting our team and the call and Ron. And I hope you got something valuable from it. And I think to sum it up in one word or two words, have fun. Have fun with it. Enjoy. Good night, everybody. See you next week.